What's up, Sauce Nation? It's your boy Hector Flores coming at you with Week 6 of the Astros recap, and we're in the last month of the MLB regular season, which I'm gonna tell you, man, I prefer the 162. That's just me. I know that's not a lot of people feel like that way. Some people may think 60 games is a lot, but when it's condensed like this, it's just not really. So that's my opinion on that. But we're gonna go ahead and talk about the games that went down this past week, and of course, 3 storylines that I want to talk about, and we'll even look at the division standings and see where the Astros are. But before we do, man, make sure you guys like this video, because obviously it's an Astros video and you clicked on it because you saw that it was an Astros video, so why not drop a like on it. Also go into the comments, man, tell me what you guys thought about this week for the Astros. Tell me what you guys think, maybe what's the storyline you want to talk about, things like that. And of course, subscribe to Sauce Sports, man, if you guys haven't already. Make sure you guys click on that notification bell so you'll be notified when we drop videos just like this, and of course when we do our live streams from Monday to Friday around 6 p.m. Central Time. Maybe it's better to say from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Maybe that's a little bit more accurate. We'll be around that time. And of course, if you guys want a little bit more further discussion with guys like me at Honcho, Wink, Tenny, guys from the Roundtable, or maybe other members, make sure you guys join the Patreon or become a member of YouTube right here. So if you sign up for the $5 tier on Patreon, or if you sign up for the Super Saucy tier here on YouTube, it'll put you in the Discord where you can chat with us and, you know, show us your feelings. Yeah, the conversations get a little bit heated, but you know what? It's all love. We're all fans of H-Town, and that's more important than anything else. So, without further ado, let's get going with this video. Alright, so this past week was a little bit interesting. Obviously, they postponed a game for a later road series for the Angels because of Hurricane Laura. Luckily, that didn't affect Houston. Unfortunately, you can't say the same for others in other parts of Texas and, of course, Louisiana. So, thoughts and prayers for them. But because of that, the Astros were able to go ahead and start their Friday weekend series with the Oakland Athletics. Though they did not play on Friday due to the team protesting that game, that game ended up being postponed to Saturday, which was a doubleheader, which the Astros won both those games. And then Sunday was postponed due to someone from the Oakland Athletics testing positive for COVID-19. So that game is now postponed to the next series, which is going to be a road series, because the Astros will not be seeing the Oakland Athletics or the Anaheim Angels at home from here on out. So there's that. But the Astros were able to get 2 wins against the Oakland Athletics. Obviously, get a little bit closer into that division race, and they go into a series with the Texas Rangers. This is the first time the Astros have faced the Texas Rangers, which is crazy, but here we are. And the Astros lose the first game 5-6. Just not a good 10th inning, man. That was just a poor one. To give up 2 runs basically off of errors was just not a good showing and very disappointing. But you know what? They were able to bounce back the next game and win it. Hitting needs to get better. I'm just going to keep reiterating that more than anything else. But as to give you guys reference, I am making this video on Wednesday. So you guys know. So this was immediately after the Astros win against the Texas Rangers on Wednesday. So they have a day game on Thursday against the Texas Rangers, which Ed will go ahead and put the score right here so you guys know what's the score of that game and whether or not the Astros won that series or not. The Astros will go into a weekend series with the Anaheim Angels, which would also include the doubleheader, which was the game that the Astros would have played here in Houston if it wasn't for the whole Hurricane Laura situation. So there's that. So let's get going with some storylines. Alright, so here are my 3 storylines for this week. The first one is, I am not a fan of these reschedules. I understand with the season, the way it is, with the 6-game season and with the pandemic and all that, I understand that you had to take the precautions for Hurricane Laura, and I understand that when a player tests positive for COVID-19, you have to go ahead and just stop what you're doing and get tested. It just sucks that those are 2 home games that are now road games. So that's the only thing I hate about it, personally. But like I said, I understand with the circumstance. If this was the obviously a regular 162 game season, I would be more livid about it. But because it's a 60-game season, I'm just kind of letting it go. So that is the first storyline. Storyline number 2 is the protests. And I understand that some people are going to say, man, you can't combine politics and sports or anything like that. But I don't think this is necessarily a political issue. This is, to me, is more of just human rights, in my opinion. I understand, that Blake wasn't necessarily a saint or anything like that. And I'm not necessarily condoning what he's done. But I don't think that that dictates him to get shot 7 times in the back either. But no, I think I was very happy to see the Astros do that. Like I said, man. Well, so what happened was basically players took the field. They had a 42-second moment of silence to honor Jackie Robinson, and then Martin Maldonado and Marcus Semien both placed each team's respective jersey on each side of the batter's box, and of course put a Black Lives Matter shirt, and then walked off, which led to some very, very vocal fans to reach out in social media saying that they will no longer be a fan of the Houston Astros. And in my honest opinion, man, good riddance. If that's really what's going to make you not a fan of a baseball team or a team in general, I mean, okay. But yeah, just if you want to go look, check out the Twitter, the threads, or go check the comments, man. It's pretty alarming what we're seeing there. But there's that. And then the third storyline I want to talk about is the fact that Astros didn't do anything for trade deadline day. I guess they felt that they didn't need to get anybody, or they tried to talk to some teams, and I guess the price was too high for them. And I can understand that. Obviously you have to give up a lot to get somebody big. I would have preferred to at least gotten a bullpen arm, but at the same time, you are getting some players that are coming back from recovering, like Brad Peacock and Chris Davinsky, depending how those guys are going to look. But as well, Jose Urquidy is going to come back. Maybe you push back Brandon Bielik back into the bullpen, something like that. It can help out the bullpen in some way. So there's that. Oh, congratulations to Houston Rockets for winning the game. But there's that. So I mean, like I can understand it, man. Are you really going to just give up some prospects or something to get a player that's only going to maybe play a month or even 2 months, depending how far you go into the postseason? So I can understand that, and maybe the best move was to not make a move. So I think right now Astros fans have just been spoiled with these these final hour moments that Jeff Luna has provided the Astros fans. But maybe this was the right decision. Maybe it was right to just, we know we have a good roster. There's just some things that need to get better. Once the team's healthy and once these guys can hit, the Astros are a very dangerous team. I've said that plenty of times, and I firmly believe that, man. So maybe that's all you really need to do, man. So that's the storylines that I want to talk about for this week. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and tell you how the standings look. So the Astros are currently, as of today, Wednesday. Obviously, things could probably change by Friday or whenever this video drops, but the Astros are currently in second place in the division, only 2.5 games back from the Oakland Athletics. And for some of you guys that don't know, apparently some people don't know because they haven't. I mean, I understand people don't follow baseball like I do, I thought that this was pretty common, but the MLB has expanded the playoffs. Hopefully, for just this season. I do not want to see this any time else. I want them to go back to the original playoff format. I like that playoff format. I don't care who you are. That playoff format is so much better to me. I don't like seeing half the league going into the playoffs. I like the exclusivity of the MLB postseason. It makes you know for sure that you have the best teams out there. That's all I'm gonna say. That's my little my little soapbox on that one. But to qualify for the playoffs, all you have to do is either win your division, or 2, finish second in your division, and then even then be the 2 wildcard teams. So obviously each league's gonna have 8 playoff teams. Like I said, first and second in your division automatically goes into the playoffs, followed by the 2 wildcard teams. So as of right now, the teams that are coming out of the AL, I don't care about the NL right now, but the AL. So for the American League East, first is Tampa Bay. They would go in as a division winner. The second place team is the New York Yankees. In the Central Division, first place team is the Cleveland Indians. Second place, the Chicago White Sox. In the West, the Oakland Athletics. And in second, the Houston Astros. Now, as it stands right now, the 2 teams that will be coming out as the wildcard teams would be the Minnesota Twins and the Toronto Blue Jays. That's so you guys have an idea how this format is going, and I'll kind of update it, like I said, each week and how it looks. But just so you guys know, they did expand the playoffs, hopefully just for this season, because I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But how crazy this season is, I understand that like MLB's got to get their money somehow. Expanding the playoffs is the way to go. And to add it, also MLB has been talking, I don't know if it's official yet, but they have been talking about making the postseason bubble games, meaning that obviously the teams will be in a location playing their games. And from what I've been hearing, the National League will be playing in Texas, which will be Arlington and Houston. So National League, those games will be played in obviously Minute Maid Park and Global Life Field. The American League games will be played in Los Angeles. Well, in California, in Los Angeles, and I believe the other one was San Diego. That's what they're talking about going. So the home field advantage isn't even going to be a thing. So it's really going to be wide open. The only thing is going to be just a team that is said to be the better team is going to go up against a lesser team, at least ideally. So for you guys that didn't know how the playoff system was going to work, that's the playoff system for this year. Hopefully just for this year. I don't want to see this ever again, because I don't think anyone's going to like it. At least the baseball people, I don't think are going to like this one bit. I think maybe people that don't watch baseball that much might find it a little bit exciting that it's a little bit expanded. But I think to have just 5 teams make the playoffs, have 2 wildcard teams just play one game. I don't need a series. You know what? Like I said plenty of times, you guys couldn't win your division. You deserve to play one more game. That's a punishment. To me, a wildcard game is a punishment. And I've said that even when the Astros have been in a wildcard game. That's your punishment for not winning your division. You have to play one more game to prove yourself to be good enough to be a playoff team. So that's kind of my opinion on that. But so those are the standings. All right, that is week 6, man. Once again, man, make sure you guys like this video. Go into the comments. Tell me what you guys think of this week. What do you guys think of the storylines that I presented? Do you guys have a storyline that you want to talk about? Just go ahead and drop in the comments. Make sure you guys subscribe to Sauce Sports. Click on that notification bell so you'll be notified when we do drop our videos. And, of course, when we do our live streams from Monday to Friday around 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Central Time. If you guys want a little bit more of a deeper discussion with guys like me at Honcho and the Roundtable, make sure you guys join either the Patreon, sign up for that $5 tier, or you go into becoming a member of the YouTube channel. Become a member of the YouTube channel by signing up with that super saucy tier, and it'll put you on our Discord, so you guys can talk to us and other Discord members as well. Make sure you guys as well go ahead and follow our Twitch channel. We do have a Twitch channel. Wink is in the mix on the Twitch channel doing some Madden Ultimate Team action. I don't know if he'll be doing anything else, but I know primarily he's going to be doing some Madden Ultimate Team. And of course, I'm on there as well doing some MLB The Show 20 content, as I'm trying to move up a young Edward Honcho up to the ranks of the Houston Astros. We're already around Rock, so we're just one level away from the MLB, so we'll see how that goes, man. But without further ado, man, that's all I got. So chuck it up a deuce. Y'all stay saucy. I'm out.
Perfect.